one. Yeah. Hi, welcome back to On the Volley. Okay, I'm here with Scottish Mike outside the Shamrock Irish Pub on Via del Colosseo, just round the corner from the Colosseum. Okay, shut the fuck up. Sorry, that's my boy over there. Yeah, one of my mates.
You need to get some peanuts and start throwing them as well, like the peanut gallery.
No, we don't need that shit. Anyway, before we were rudely interrupted, okay, right, I'm here with Scottish Mike. It's been a year.
It's been a long time. Yeah, I was in jail. Sorry.
Yeah, well, in my interpretation of jail is, he's got himself a girlfriend.
Well, I mean, I do have myself a girlfriend, but it's like, a kind of jail wife, let's call it that.
I call that jail, bro. I call that jail for you. Anyway, let's get to it. So, we're here to talk about Celtic, obviously, and quite a lot has gone on. Okay, since the last time we spoke. We won the treble. Okay, Ange Postecoglou has gone, and Brendan Rodgers has come back.
Yes, I mean, look, what do you say about that? I know a lot of people are unhappy about it, but I personally am not. I think I was obviously disappointed, like everybody else, when Ange chose to go, because I think he was a great manager. He's absolutely outstanding. But look, Brendan Rodgers won 7 out of 7 trophies. When he was there for Celtic. I know he left when he left, but look, let's be honest, like any one of us got offered a gig like that, a lot more money, short of the big time, I think we'd probably take it, so I didn't think it was great the way he left, but I'm also quite happy he's back because he's a top manager. I don't think we could have done any better, frankly.
I've said this already on one of my past videos, or 2 of my past videos, okay, I wanted Yetil Knutson.
Right.
I love the way he plays his football. I love the way how he had Bodo Glimt. Okay,
yeah, they performed above themselves, definitely.
But I mean, you can't knock Brendan Rodgers. What I will ask you is this, though. In his interview, he's come out with 2 comments.
Right.
One of the comments was, "Okay, I'm here to win." I'm like, duh. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. I mean, obviously you don't need to make that statement, but obviously he feels that he has to because of the way he left, I suppose. I mean, he is a proven winner, so we expect nothing less.
Right.
And the other comment that he made, the other statement was that he's going to be here for the full 3 years.
Yeah, see, I think he really made a rod for his own back with that, and I hope he sticks to it, because if, say, after 2 years, again, he does really well, he makes some inroads into Europe, he gets us out the Champions League group stage, or at the very least gets into Europa League and we make a run for it, and then he gets tension again from down south. What happens down 2 years down the line if he gets an offer from a big English club or a big club in Italy or Spain, he's going to have a decision to make, but here's the thing, right? If he goes again, like at the end of 3 years, whatever, he's not coming back, right, one way or another. And I think he'll be asking. He's not stupid, man. And I know he's a Celtic fan, but at the same time, he will make a calculation. I think if a big offer comes in after 2 years, he will probably take it, and because that's what people do. And then he knows he can never come back anyway. So, anyway, I don't think we should get ahead of ourselves. I think I'm happy he's back. I think he's a good boss. He's here to do a job in Europe, right? Because, domestically, I think Michael B was decent, but the Rangers team we've got is no better than decent. I still think Celtic are going to, dominate domestically for the next couple of years. Rodgers is here to deliver in Europe, and that's what we're going to judge him on.
Yeah, Mike, look, I agree with you. I believe that, and I've said this, that them lot down the road are nowhere near our level. Brendan Rodgers, and this has come out as well, it's not like he's come in like when Ange Postecoglou came in, where we had a season where we lost, we were behind 25 points, to them lot down the road. And the team that year was in disarray, and I make a statement that year because obviously before that they'd won 9 in a row, but just that year. And Ange came in and did a complete rebuild. And normally a manager is brought in to do a rebuild and improve the team. Now, Ange won 2 trophies in his first season, won the treble in his third, and he left after coming out with comments like, "You'll be surprised how long I'm here for." Okay, and you know, the other comment was, "Yeah, I'm still here," and I've said this loads of times. My problem is, don't come out with comments or statements if you're not going to stick with it. And I agree with you. You know, if Brendan Rodgers does well in Europe, because our next step is Europe, we will dominate the Scottish League. I have no doubts about that. I don't expect anything less, especially with his past, results they had, first time around. I expect him to continue that, and especially with the team that he has now, which is probably much better than the team he had. Exactly. But why come out with a statement, "I'll be here for the full 3 years"? He doesn't have a crystal ball.
No, I know he doesn't, but look, every manager went, because look, he knew coming back in there was a lot of angry fans, right? So I think he felt he had to make some kind of statement, and he didn't want to apologise, which he has not done. He did not. He said it's a classic non-apology. He didn't say "I'm sorry for leaving." He said "I'm sorry for how leaving made you feel," which puts the onus. It's exactly what people do when they don't want to actually apologise for something because they don't feel they've done something wrong. They apologise, "Oh, I'm sorry that you felt that way," which isn't an apology, and that's exactly what he did, because he doesn't feel he's got to apologise about it. So therefore he felt he needed to make some kind of big statement, "I will be here for 3 years." And I think it was stupid, I think it was a mistake. He could have just said, like, you know, like exactly that, like, you know, like, I'm sorry I upset you when I left, you know. I still think it was the right thing to do. I'm back here now. I'm going to do everything within my power to deliver success in Europe, which is what the fans want, and judge me on that. And that would have been enough. But he's backed himself into a corner with this, you know. And then I think that's bad for the club, because see, 2 years down the line, he is doing really well. He's done well in Europe. He's cleaned up domestically again, and then a big club comes knocking. And then if he feels he has to say no and stay for another year, he's resentful, he's pissed off, he's angry, he's not going to be as good a coach.
But he won't say no though, will he?
Well, even if that's not, either way it's bad for Celtic. Either way he says yes and he goes, and all the fans are pissed off, quite rightly so, because he made a promise. Or he stays because he feels he has to, because he made a promise, and then he's resentful and angry, and his head's not in the job, and then maybe the last year there goes tits up, you know. So I think it was a mistake for him to say that.
Look, I completely agree with you. If I was Brendan Rodgers, I just would have turned around and said, "Look, I know I made a lot of fans angry. They were not happy with the way I left. I do apologise for that. But you have to understand, I had an opportunity, I had a choice to make. I brought success. I thought I left the team in a good place, and I felt okay within myself to go and take the next challenge. And I believe anyone in my position would probably have done the same thing. So
and just be honest, you know, and say, you know, it was, hi Celtic fans, it was a shitload of money and a chance to prove myself again in the English Premier League after, you know, not quite getting out with Liverpool. You know, nothing wrong with that, you know.
I think honestly, okay, if he'd been honest, he would have been a lot more appreciated, and they wouldn't be a certain, you know, percentage of the fan base that are not happy with him here. But even with that being the case, I believe if he brings the results in, if he wins a treble, okay, and then wins a treble in the second season, and we do well in Europe as well, then I believe the fans will forget.
Yeah, I mean, the majority will. There will still be some who, you know, let's be honest, a lot of Celtic fans are like, you know, I understand that it's their life, like you take it personally, you know, and it feels like a personal affront to the fans when he does something like that, you know, and like I could totally understand that, you know. So there will be some fans who won't forgive him, but, you know, as you say, they're not going to be like, if he's, say, within the semi-finals of the, okay, it's a big thinking, but why not? Within the semi-finals of the Champions League, no one's going to be,
doable.
Even the Green Brigade are not going to be at the back going, "Rodgers, you big fucking dick," you know, like, because he's come back and he's taking the club on, you know.
Yeah, look,
that's the most important thing.
He's had a lot of stick, I believe, from the Green Brigade. Okay, they're not happy, and you know what?
Well, let's be honest, they're not happy with a lot of things.
Yeah,
you know,
but if you look at what the Green Brigade and the boys, okay, and all the Celtic fans in general bring okay, to the club, it is more their club
No, you're
than
absolutely
it
right.
is,
No, absolutely.
okay, the players or the manager.
Yeah,
They support them week in, week out, okay? You know, the vocal support, the passion, the love, okay? It's life for Celtic sports.
Yeah, I know,
This is
absolutely.
why I've fallen in love with Celtic, so I understand, okay? And they have a right to voice their
Of
opinion.
course they do.
And you've got to respect their opinions, okay? And I take my hat off to them. They're not scared to say what it is or how it is. And to be totally honest, I completely agree. I do believe if Brendan Rodgers takes us to the next level, okay, he maintains our dominance in the Scottish League, but takes us to the next level in Europe,
Yeah.
then all will be forgiven. Everyone will forget, okay, that he left halfway through the season.
Right. But here's the question: like, what if he's shite in Europe again? Like, again, we win the treble, we do well domestically, but he's shite again in Europe because he goes all out attack against big teams and gets pumped 6-7-0. You know, like that's kind of like the big question then. Like, how are the fans going to react to that? You know, because
I suppose it depends on how we play. Okay, look, we lost, what was it, 4-0 to Bayer Leverkusen in Europe, yeah, and the German media was gushing about Celtic and our performance. Real Madrid, the players themselves,
no, we
was
played
gushing
we played well.
about the football that we play, okay, and you know, our performance. So basically, I believe so long as we play well, we go toe to toe with teams, and even if we do lose, we've got to look at what teams we're playing against, who we lose against, okay, if we do get pumped, okay, right, and what the spending budget is, because let's be honest, Real Madrid are a massive
I
team,
get it,
so
but here's the thing, right? So the way Celtic played under Ange against Real Madrid, I had no fucking complaints because we played really well. Like,
Yeah.
we could have beaten them. You know, like
Yeah.
at no point under Ange did I feel certain embarrassed. I
Yeah.
can't say the same thing under Rodgers. You know, in Europe,
based on past experience.
based on past experience, based on because Ange's team really looked like it belonged there. I think Rodgers' team still didn't look like it belonged there. You know.
But there's a difference this
So-
time around, I think, yeah. One of the first interviews I did with you were slagging off Kennedy and Strachan, yeah? Okay, now you've got to give it to them, okay, right? I didn't want to pass judgment until I learned a bit more on that. And I think as backroom staff, they've done really well.
Well, do you know, like, yeah, I mean, like,
Hold on.
You can be right.
And under Ange, okay, I think they've, stepped up a level. So there's a reason why Brendan Rodgers still wants them there, yeah? To keep that continuance going. And there's a reason why Ange wanted to take
no, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Kennedy, and I think Strachan as well, if we could have, okay, to Tottenham.
Right.
So that says a lot about those two, okay? And me personally, I'm happy that they're there. And I'm hoping that Brendan Rodgers is smart enough, okay, right, to use their experience, and that's probably why he's asked them to stay, to help him take it to the next level.
I mean, like, look, again, like, yeah, this was years ago when I was just unsure about the kind of John Kennedy and the backroom boys.
About a year and a half ago, yeah,
Nah,
not
it was
8
longer
years
than that.
ago. Was it?
It was much longer than that, yeah.
Was it 2 years?
It was basically before
This
Ange
was
came
our
in.
third
It was
year,
before
yeah.
Ange came in, yeah. And like
It's
since
just
then,
after Ange come in.
but you can't say anything, like, you cannot say anything bad about the team over the last 2 years. The team on the pitch,
Yeah.
the manager, the backroom team, you cannot say anything bad about them. The board, anything, they've done a fucking great job from top to bottom. So like I've got nothing. I wasn't sure about them, and like as you say, Rodgers, Ange wanted to take them, Rodgers wanted to keep them, so they obviously have got a great reputation and they do a good job behind the scenes that we just don't see. So yeah, fair play to them. They've done well.
Okay. Now, we've made our first signing, okay, Odin Thiago Holm. Never fucking heard of the guy. But apparently, he's being touted as being in the same mould as Martin Odegaard.
No.
I always worry about it when people saying, "Oh, this is an ex Ronaldo, this is an ex
That's what we do,
Neymar,
isn't it,
this
you know?
is an ex, excuse me, this is an ex Messi," and then they don't live up to expectations. So I don't know much about him. I'm glad we got a signing in. I think the recruitment team have a good eye, you know, looking at past recruits. In general, they're spot on. So I believe that they've actually got a player who will come good based on past acquisitions. What do you think?
He's a young lad. He didn't cost a lot of money. It's, you know, if he works out, wonderful. If he fails, it's not a big deal. I think it's that simple. Like, you know, we took a lot of punts on other players. I mean, if you look at, again, we talked about this before, how the Japanese boys were brought in. We didn't spend a lot of money on them. By and large, they've proven to be a major success. You know, like the jury's still out on a couple of them. You know, but you know, like, so that's the kind of market Celtic have to deal in. I know everybody's talking about, like, Rodgers has got 35-40 million to spend. He's still, you know, he can't go out and blow that all on one player. Right?
No, he won't.
It's got to be a mix of, like, young, up-and-coming, next big thing players who are not going to cost a couple of million, and maybe, you know, like a couple of more experienced players who are going to come right in. So yeah, you know, like, you know, these guys, you never know. You never know. You're assuming that they've seen something in them that's made them want to bring him in and spend the money. So all you can do is cross your fingers and hope for the best, you know?
I agree. Listen, you know I don't like talking about transfers, speculation and rumours, so on and so forth. But I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Which players do you think we're going to lose?
I think Hatate is very likely to go. I think Kyogo will hang on to. I think Hatate is my biggest worry. I think if there's one player that Ange Postecoglou would try and take, I think he's the one. It looks like Moy might be retiring, which I think will be, it's a double-edged sword. He's been great for Celtic, it'd be a big loss, but then again he's getting on a bit. So I think it's not a bad idea to kind of, like, you know, maybe Foden is like you know,
a
that
future
kind of,
replacement,
exactly.
yeah.
So, like, you know, having like younger boys who are going to come in and fill that hole. We also have to start thinking about Callum McGregor's successor, because he's what, 29 now, 28, 29?
Yeah, something like that.
So,
I really don't know. I'd be saying something which
so
I don't know.
He's a quality player. He's a mainstay in that team for like years to come. But you also, you know, you can't do it last minute succession planning. You know, you've got to get somebody in. So I think it's not a bad idea, like, to get these young guys in who might not make the first team for the next year or two, but then work their way up, prove their worth, and then kind of become part of the next generation of players. But yeah, basically Hatate, and also
Abada.
I mean, Abada, yes and no. I mean, Abada's a great player, but he's, you know, he just wasn't a consistent starter last year. I think if we could get,
but he scored goals.
He does. I think if we could get a chunk of money for him, I'd be okay to take that. The players I'd be worried about losing Hatate and Carter Vickers, because Carter Vickers is a mainstay of that defence.
Yeah.
And if we lose him, we've got a major problem. We're going to have to replace him with an equal quality player in terms of determination, fight, everything about him, you know. So he's my big concern.
Well, luckily there's no rumours on Carter Vickers, so we're okay with that at the moment. There were rumours about Abada, but like I said, I don't listen to the rumours. You know, Kyogo has declared his love for the club, but he's also said that he doesn't know what's going to happen in the future. And he was really, really attached to Ange Postecoglou, yeah. Really, really was. I mean, they were like tight like that, yeah. So, you know, that could, if Ange was to come in for him, that could sway it. Apart from that, I really can't see him going to any other club, okay? So my main worry is whether or not Ange will come in for him or not.
I'm not sure he's going to come in for Kyogo for the Premier League, to be honest. He's a great player, he's fast, he's a great finisher. I'm just not sure that he's going to be what Tottenham need. If they sell Harry Kane, they're getting a lot of money for that boy.
Yeah.
They're not spending on Kyogo. They'll spend a lot of money for a really high-end replacement, I think. And I don't think that's Kyogo. So, you know, I think Kyogo could go to the, as you say, like, I don't think Ange will come in from. There might be interest from the lower kind of levels of the EPL, but I don't think Tottenham, no. I don't think, if they lose Kane and Son, Kyogo coming in is not going to cut it. You know, as much as I love the boy.
I don't know. I think he could cut it. I just don't want to lose him to find out. So
yeah, fair enough.
Anyway, look, I think we've covered most things. I mean, you've been away for a year. Okay, let's hope you know your current situation, okay, doesn't keep you away for another year.
Well, it depends.
Okay?
The appeals kind of coming up, you know, like next month, and we'll see how it goes. You know?
Yeah, right. Anyway, listen, thanks for watching us, folks. Yeah, so from Mike, Scottish Mike, from me, we're out.